Hello friends, welcome back to Base Mechanical Engineering. In today's video, we are going to learn one of the most important topic in boiler engineering. And this topic name is the performance evaluation of boiler by direct matter. So performance evaluation means here we find out the efficiency of boiler by direct matters. This direct matter is also called as the input output matter. This topic is frequently asked in a diploma and engineering examinations, even in a GAT and the various interview questions. And by end of this video, you will understand what is boiler efficiency. The direct matter formula means what is the equations of efficiency, how to solve numerical, advantages and limitation of this matter, practical industrial application means where this matter is used, and recent system used to monitor the boiler performance. Before understanding the direct matter, let us first know what the boiler efficiency means. So first we understand what's the boiler. So we know that in a boiler we supply some fuel with the air and the combustion of this fuel takes place, and due to this combustion some amount of the heat is produced and this heat is supplied to the water. So here we see this water is coming inside the boiler and this water is absorb the heat energy from the combustion of fuels, and this water is converted into the steam, and the flue gases is also coming out from the boiler. Means in a boiler the fuel is supplied, that is have chemical energy, and this chemical energy is converted into the heat energy, and this heat energy is absorbed by the water. So water is converted into the steam. So boiler burn the fuel to produce a steam. However, not all the heat released by the fuel is converted into the useful steam. Means due to combustion of the fuel some amount of heat is produced and all of this heat is not absorbed by the water. Some is lost in a various forms. Means some of the heat is lost through hot flue gases. So here we see that the flue gases is coming out from the boiler, so it is lost into the atmosphere. Some is lost due to the radiation, some is flow down, and some is the go in a unburnt fuels. So this factor is considered in indirect matters of find out the performance evaluation of boiler by indirect matters. So in that video we can discuss all this topic in the details. So boiler efficiency tell us how effectively boiler convert the heat energy of fuel into useful steam. Means suppose we can say the boiler efficiency is 50%. Okay, means what that means, the heat energy produced by the fuel is only absorbed by, that is a 50%, and the 50% is lost in a different type of the losses. So few is mentioned here, that the hot flue gases, radiation, blow down, and the unburnt fuels. In simple words, the boiler efficiency is useful heat output divided by heat input into hundreds. So we already know that the efficiency is the output upon input into the 100. So here output is in the form of the heat, means water is converted into the steam, means it is in a form of heat, divided by heat input. So in a boiler we also give the heat as an input, means here we are not supplying any work as an inputs. So both are the heat, that is output and input. The higher the efficiency, so what is the meaning of higher the efficiency? When the boiler efficiency is higher, so when the lower the fuel consumption, means fuel consumption is less, at that time boiler efficiency is higher. And then when the higher the efficiency, the low fuel is used. Low fuel use means the lower the operating cost and better the boiler performance. So this matter is also known as the input output matter. Why it is called as input output matters? Because they only consider what is the input and what is the output. They are not consider the various losses occurs in a boiler. So what is the input here? Input is the heat supply by fuels. So here the fuel may be fossil fuels, it may be biomass. Fossil fuel means coal is used, wood is used, various gases is used, biomass or biomass waste is also used in a boilers. And the output, it is the heat absorbed by the steams. So input is the heat supply by the fuels and output is the steam. Now, so this efficiency can be evaluating using the formula boiler efficiency is equal to heat output divided by heat input into the hundreds. Now, we understand the various parameters to be monitors for calculation of boiler efficiency by direct methods. Now, heat output means it is the Q into Hg minus Hf. Q. So here the what is meaning of Q? Q is the quantity of steam generated per hours in kg per hours. Means unit is kg per hours. And Hg is the enthalpy of saturated steam and unit of this enthalpy is the kilocalorie divided by kg of steam. And Hf is the enthalpy of feed water in kilocalorie per kg of water. So this is the equation of heat output. So this is equation is written in this top parts. Okay. So these are the equation of heat output. So in some book, the instance of this Q, the M term is also used. Okay. So we not need to be confused at that times. Now, second is parameter is the heat input. So heat input is the small q into GCV. So what is the meaning of small q? Small q is the quantity of fuel used per hours and unit is kg per hours. Means suppose we use the coal, then how much coal is supplied. Suppose we use the gas, then how much gas is supplied. Suppose it is work by the waste biomass, then what is the quantity of the waste biomass is supplied. So it is measured in a kilogram per hours. And GCV means the gross calorific value of fuels and unit of GCV is the kilocalorie per kg of fuels. So these two equation is putting in this equation of the boiler efficiency. Okay, so what is the heat output? It is a capital Q into Hg minus Hf. And input is the small q means quantity of fuel used per hours into GCV is the gross calorific value into 100. So instance of this capital Q and small q in some book it is used the capital N and the small m also. Now before moving ahead to the numericals, advantages, disadvantages and practical applications, I request to like the video and subscribe my channels for watching the more video of various subject of mechanical engineering. For ECM subjects or related to the boiler, various link is provided in descriptions. For more video, I request to visit the playlist. Now we solve the one examples of these direct methods. So here we find out the efficiency of boilers by direct methods with the data given below. So first we know the type of boiler. So here the type of boiler is the coal fires. Quantity of the steam. Here the steam produced by the boiler is the dry steam and quantity is the 8 TPH means 8 ton per hours. Second is the steam pressure and its temperature. The steam pressure is the 10 kilogram per centimeter square and temperature is 180 degrees centigrade. Quantity of the coal consumed means the small q, it's 1.8 ton per hours. So here the capital Q is given, this is the small q is given. Feed water temperature is 85 degrees centigrade. Feed water means the initial temperature, that is a water supplied temperature to the boiler is 85 degrees centigrade. GCV of the coal is 3200 kilocalorie per kg means GCV is here, it's simple. Now enthalpy of the steam at the 10 kg per centimeter square of pressure is 665 kilocalorie per kg and it is saturated. So we know that to finding out the enthalpy we require the type of steams as well as the pressure and temperatures. So how this enthalpy is find out? So in a boiler we know that the steam pressure and temperature is measured and from that we are able to find out the enthalpy. But in these numericals the enthalpy of the steam and the enthalpy of water is directly given. So enthalpy of the feed water is 85 kilocalorie per kg and we need to find out the efficiency. So we already know the equation of the efficiency is the capital Q into Hg minus Hf divided by small q into GCV into 100s. So earlier in last slide in a parameter we said that the value of the capital Q and small q in a kilogram per hours, but here it is given in ton. So how we convert the ton into kilogram? So 1 ton is equal to 1000 kg. So here we multiplied this 8 ton with 1000. Okay, so here we putting this value 8 here and this is multiplied with the 1000. Hg is given here 665, Hf is given 85 and divided by small q is the 1.8, that is the quantity of the coal consumes, and here we need to convert them in kg. So 1.8 into 1000 and the gross calorific value is given 3200. So here we write down it 3200 into this 100. So when we solve this equation in calculator we get the answer of the boiler efficiency. So here it is the efficiency is the 80%. So this is the very simple numericals of the direct methods. Now we understand the advantages of the direct methods. So we see that the equation is simple, only few parameter is knowing. So plant people can evaluate quickly the efficiency of the boilers, require only few parameters for the calculations, need few instrument for the monitorings. Means we know that we just require to measure the flow rate or a capital Q and small q and this temperature and pressures, and the GCV is directly given by the supplier. If suppose the supplier of the coal or gas is not given, then we need to calculate in the laboratory that the what is the GCV. Now what is the disadvantage of these methods? This method does not give clues to the operator as to why the efficiency of the system is lower. Means this method is not provide any clue or how to improve the efficiency. Suppose we need to improve the efficiency, then we need to know where this energy is losses. Then we are able to improve the efficiencies. For that I am making one separate videos of it is called as the indirect methods. For indirect methods the video link is provided in descriptions as well as in a card. Does not calculate various losses, accumulate for various efficiency level that we already discussed in first points. Now what are the practical applications? So boiler is widely used in a different type of the thermal power plants. Even it is used in sugar industries, in textile industries, chemical plants, paper industries, food processing industries and refineries. Means where the boiler is used, this matter need to be used. Now engineer use it to monitor boiler performance. We already mentioned this topic name is performance evaluations. So when we need to evaluate the performance, we need to use these methods or indirect methods. Compare the fuel consumptions. Suppose we need to improve the efficiency, then we need to measure the performance, reduce the operating costs and save the energies. Now in this digital era, the computerized system is used where the boiler is used, number of sensors are installed to measure the performance. So here we see this is the recent technologies used somewhere in a power plant where the boiler is used. Okay, and here we see the air is supplied. So when the air is supplied, this fan is run, its RPM is given. So what is the flow rate? It is also mentioned here. And here we see that the makeup water is supplied. So here we can say this flow rate of the waters, steam is produced, and what is the flow rate of the steam is mentioned, and even these temperatures are measured at the different points, and here we can see the flue gases is coming out. So this type of the system is used, so we can measure all the parameters or check all the parameters or finding out the efficiencies on screens. These are second methods used. Here we can see it is the boiler baler, this is the water reservoirs, flow regulation valve is there. Okay, these are the burner motors, means flue gases is supplied from here. These are the steam overflow is supplied here. This is the steam output supplied to somewhere it is used. in different applications. And here we can see the boiler temperature is display here, burner temperature is display here. So this type of the recent technology is used. We not need to go near to the boilers and measure all these parameters. And these are these conclusions of this topic. So we can conclude that it is the input output matters, and this equation is the output upon input. So here we can see that equation is mentioned in terms of ms means the mass of steam. This mf is the mass flow rate. So various types of the parameter is used. This is hs minus hf, and this is the gross calorific values. These are the measurement requires, means we need to measure the fuel consumption, steam generation, steam pressure and temperature to find out the enthalpy, feed water temperatures, and the gross calorific value. These are the advantages, disadvantages, various parameters. These are the typical boiler efficiency. Suppose fire tube boiler is there, then efficiency is 75 to 85. Water tube boiler are there, then it is 80 to 90. And the modern high efficiency boiler, the efficiency is 90 to 95%. So thank you for watching this video. If you learned something, then like the video, subscribe my channel for watching the more video, and share with your friends.